Rock 95, jumping out of lit here a little bit early here because we have a special guest joining me. And good morning from Sacramento. And you guys are wide awake. It's the Whore. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad for a Monday.
Yeah, just waking up, apparently.
Thank you guys for doing that. You know, band guys getting up at it's 8 o'clock your time. That's a new feat, I think.
Yeah, I think we just broke records.
Well, I love the band, and I was watching some of your stuff over the weekend, listening to a bunch of stuff over the weekend. I love the whole concept, and there's a lot of people doing that have done some kind of horror and rock together, but nowhere near, I think, the extreme you guys are doing it. We'll get to more of that in a second, but maybe introduce yourselves. You can find out more about you guys here from Sacramento.
My name's Jonathan Hellhouse. I'm the vocalist, and that's it. Yeah. And then I'm Grady. So Grady Finch. I'm the one who does all the production, guitar work, and then also a lot of the clean singing stuff.
Yeah, I'm Jeremy, and I do the rhythm guitar and backing vocals.
So how did this start or come about for you guys? Were you in other bands, and you just decided to do this horror thing, kind of related horror theatrical thing? How did this come about for you guys?
Well, John stole me from high school, and we've been in a band ever since. And then he wanted to do a theatrical project, and then it formed into this. John found Grady through Craigslist, and it just grew from there.
Wow.
Yep, I was the Craigslist find right there. It was a good deal. I didn't even have to pay for it.
What did they put on Craigslist? What did it say? Do you remember?
So it was for me. So they were looking for a guitarist for a past project, and I was living out in the middle of nowhere and in a small town, so there was no bands around where I was. So I was just like, I'll just go on Craigslist, and that's how I kind of found them. And then they stole me and locked me in a dungeon, and now we have all the horror.
Well, I love the sound. So you start out kind of with the little rock with the guitars, but you add in so many other different elements and genres to the stuff you guys are doing.
Yeah, so I think a lot of that has to do with just our influences, really.
Yeah.
Just because we listen to so many different kinds of music. So for us, having that rock background or that metal background, but also, me listening to a lot of like pop music and pop punk music. And then Jeremy, I know, listening to a lot of like electronic music, industrial, and then John on more of the rap side and the hardcore side. It just ended up being sort of easy for us to transition through different genres because that's just what we want to hear.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've stuck in the metal genre for a long time, me and John, for a while, and we kind of just wanted to get out of that box, and we weren't really getting the same love as we did before doing this mix of genres now. So getting out of that metalcore metal band box has been just great so far.
So tell me about the lyrics, and because you guys don't dance around it at all with the lyrics. Right? Because you're like, you hear a song like Kill 'Em All, you're like, boy, you guys are diving right in. So tell me about the concept there. Like, this is what we want to do. We want to be real abrupt and in your face with some of the horror elements to your stuff.
It's just, we just don't sugarcoat anything. It's just straight to the point, easy to understand, and hit you in the face with it. That's about it.
And then you've brought in some different guests on a lot of the tracks too. I see with some of the rap artists and some really talented people.
Yeah, most definitely. It was kind of nice working with like Blaze and Twisted and all those guys, and some other people coming in like
Kid Crusher.
Yeah, and it's just, I think it's kind of cool to have that ability to bring rappers into songs that normally wouldn't have rappers on them. It's pretty freaking cool.
Well, it sounds great. First off,
thank you.
It fits exactly what you're doing. So, how do you guys pull off this stuff then live? Then have you done a lot of live stuff? Because we went through a brutal year, and especially you guys in California know all about that. So, how many live shows have you guys done? How's the practicing going? How does?
I mean, right now it's kind of like we have played quite a bit of live shows. I mean, we were on tour before this whole, pandemic thing happened. And what do you do? You know, like there's no live shows, so it sucks to suck. You're just gonna have to figure out something else. But I mean, a lot of the stuff that you hear, like the drums or the synthesizers or any of that kind of stuff, some of those rap elements are backtracked like you would if you were a rap group. Except, of course, we play guitars and sing and do everything live.
Well, it certainly looks like you're connecting. The audience just immediately gets in. It's the energy is hard to avoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do want to go pretty hard. We want to make sure that if you're in the crowd and you don't know who we are, you want to move to it. And if you know who we are, you're already losing your mind at the start of it.
It seems like every show we always get those people in the back of the bar, and then they're like, okay, whatever, and we start actually playing, and they just go, whoa.
Oh.
What's that?
That's kind of what I thought. I was watching some of the YouTube stuff. I'm like, okay, God, I'd love to be at a place seeing you guys play. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, we'd love to play somewhere.
Same.
Yeah.
Tell me about this current release, which is actually a cover song, and I had never even heard of the song until I had listened to your version, and then after I found out it was a cover, went back and listened to her version, and I was like, oh, well, this is quite good.
Yeah, basically, I was watching America's Got Talent, and someone did a cover of it, and then I was like, hey, it would be a really cool idea. So I ran it past Grady, and I was like, yo, we should just cover this. It'd be fun. And then we ran it past John. John's like, I vibed to that. That's fine. And then we just released it, and it actually came out a lot better than we thought.
Yeah, it ended up being pretty natural. I mean, me and Jeremy, I think after Jeremy transcribed all the music for it, it probably took us 2 days
to
finish that song.
Are you guys doing all of the vocal parts on that song, or?
Yeah. So it's going to be, so he takes a lot of the verses. Any screaming stuff you'll hear is going to be Jeremy. Yeah. And then I sing the chorus and some of the pre-chorus in that area.
Well, Jesus, outstanding on the vocals then, because I was listening to it. I'm like, God, did they use her voice in here too?
No, I just sound like a small girl.
Yeah, Grady's just a really good singer, and he sounds like a girl sometimes.
Well, such a cool version. Now, how do people find out more about you guys? Because you guys are all over the place on social, I assume.
Yes.
Right. And then you have how many albums that you have? The one EP and a full album out that you put out last year.
Yeah. Plus what is it? We did a remix of one of the songs for that album. We did a single, and then of course Tears of Gold. And then we have an entire album ready, mixed, mastered, produced, and ready to be sent out whenever we can get a chance to do that. So if you like Tears of Gold, a lot of the music is in that vein.
Wow, and I love the some of the stuff I was listening to. Boomstick, is that what the video with the hot chick, the cop?
No, that's going to be Leave Me Alone.
Leave Me Alone.
Oh, that's right, Leave Me Alone. That looks good. That's good too. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fun. That's just so you know, in the beginning where we get slammed against the cars and the tables flip on us, that actually happened, and it did hurt as much as it looks like it did.
And you had somebody in the trunk.
Oh, yeah. For sure did.
I'm kidding. Kidding. Tell me about the masks now. Are those custom made? Where do you get those done at?
Yeah, we got these done by Nicole Trelelli. She was the season 3 winner on Face Off, and she designed these for us, and they look great.
Yeah, they're fun.
They look really cool. Even better when they're on stage.
Oh yeah. Well, especially since I have colors that if there's a black light, they actually sparkle and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, they photograph well.
Very cool. Now, do you guys do this live Scream thing every week?
Every Sunday. We just started taking a break, though. We'll be back next month. We just wrapped season 2 last night.
Yeah, so we do every single week. It's like a fan interaction thing. So if you want to talk with us, if you want to learn more about the band, and if you want to ask questions you never would be able to get answered, it's a good time too, because we do Q&As and stuff where people can ask questions that we're not going to see on Facebook or things like that.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to play the song here in just a second. I appreciate your time and can't wait to maybe get you in the state of Minnesota at some point. Yeah, don't come right now though, because it's
Yeah, I heard it's cold.
6 below.
Yeah, I'm out. That's too cold, man.
Yeah, it's like 45 degrees right now, and it's 8 o'clock.
My minimum is 35 degrees.
well, fingers crossed. Maybe we can get things back open here this spring and summer. And maybe if you guys get anywhere near it, always invite you guys to come in and talk more and find out more about you guys. So
Yeah, that'd be killer.
appreciate your time. Good luck. Love the band. That is Old Horror from Sacramento. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's fire it up. This is Cheers of Gold on Rock 95.